have you started yet?
Yep. If anybody is listening, we are actually just trying to see if we're broadcasting. That's what the delay is all the time. And there we go. And welcome to Slowpoke Racing. Sorry about all the muttering at the beginning there. We're trying to work out whether we're actually broadcasting or not. I have to check on my laptop. My laptop just seems to be getting slower and slower and slower. And that's what that pause is all about. But I've said that on many, many occasions. But here we are. We are with the Ultimate Racing League. I have my co-host with me, Mark. Are you there, Mark?
I am, Mark. Good evening.
Good job you said that after I'd already said that you're here.
Yes.
One day you're going to be completely silent. I'm going to start talking to myself again, aren't I? So yes, we are here. We are here with the Pro Split 1 boys for our Sunday evening championship, and we are about at the end of it. We're at is it the penultimate? Is that what you say now? We are round 9.
Penultimate, yeah,
penultimate. That's right. Yeah.
Round
9 and. Sorry?
Did I say penultimate to the nultimate? Or is it? That is penultimate
is that what
to the... I don't know. Yeah.
Now you've just confused me now.
I know, yeah. Let's just crack on. Go on. So
we're in round 9 of 10. So last but one. That's how I look at it. So there we go. I'm going to stop with all the posh words. So yes, last but one, round 9. And we've come over to America for a trip round at Watkins Glen International Circuit. 11 turns and 3.4 miles of tarmac ahead of these boys. Now then, I am very quickly going to go down the league table because, well, I'd like to say things are hotting up, but they're not. It's the opposite, actually. They're pretty much cooling down because the man on screen in Brisbane has pretty much got this wrapped up. Now, I say he's pretty much got this wrapped up. He needs to finish in the top 12 and not have a disconnect. Well, there are only 10 on grid, so it's a tick for the first part of that. So we've just got to hope that he doesn't get a disconnect, and this championship is in the bag for him. However, things are warming up just behind. So I'm just going to very quickly, if it's all right with you, Mark, I'm going to very quickly go down the league. Let everybody know where they are and the point situation. Which might make the race a little bit more interesting. So Brisbane, out and out leader with 290 points. I'm pretty unstoppable, basically. Motorstorm is in second on 215 points, with Scott just 11 points behind on 204. So that's where it's going to start getting interesting. Excuse me. Panic at the Tesco in fourth with 172 points. Then we've got Dyson on 168. So a bit of a battle between those two, only 4 points in it between those. 3 points behind Dyson is Stormfly on 165. Then we've got Enzo Jack on 156. So it's quite a battle, actually. In fact, I'm going to keep going because it's getting tighter still. Osman is in 8th on 148, with Fitzy on 142 in 9th. So from 9th up to 4th, there is only 30 points in it. And remember, it is 40 points for a win. In 10th is Victor on 127. Excuse me. Smith is 124. He's in 11th. And then the guys just behind them, well, Sturpan has only took part in 4 races. Bailey's unfortunately had to retire. Matty has only taken part in 3 races, and Toby has only taken part in 1 race. So the points pretty negligible, but don't really count. Don't really count.
At least they're not lost. Because they're in half a race.
No, and then there was another guy as well whose name we just could not pronounce one little bit. Who I think has only taken part in 1 of the sprint races. So, like I say. Not really worth mentioning. So, as I say, the battle really is from 9th to 4th, with Panic on 172 points and Fitzy on 142. So, could make things very interesting. Now that just before we carry on, excuse me, just before we carry on, most of you, if you are paying attention, would know that I say welcome to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Eldridge Air Conditioning. And I've not said it. There is a reason. It's because it is no longer going to be Eldridge Air Conditioning. And if I had a button that showed everybody crying, I would press it. However,
think anyone would be crying.
oh, it's going to be sad to lose Eldridge. But however, we are not losing him completely. Mark, do you want to shed a little bit of light on this one?
Yeah. So it's been a couple. Would you say it's a couple of seasons, a couple of years? It's been an absolute pleasure being title sponsor for URL. But it's a sad day for us. We have been taken over by a company called Prop Up and Co, who an Australian-based company. So we are, although I'll still be in the mix, but your new title sponsor from next season will be Prop Up and Co. So yeah, so the EAC Eldridge Air Conditioning name will disappear from URL, but I'll still be in the background. But obviously it's going to be a different logo. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to the guys having a new sponsor. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and
absolute pleasure.
And we look forward to welcoming Pop Up and Go there. And of course, you're still going to be there, so that makes all things makes it all good as well. So we're not losing you entirely, which is the main thing. And I'm just going to keep chucking news out there until everybody's saying, "Come on, Mark, get this race started. I'm bored of you waffling on." Well, tough. You're going to have to sit with me for a minute. I've been off this season. I've not been racing this season, but I'm going to come back next season. I've been told I've got to do a time trial. Ooh, looking forward to that one. Mark, I believe are you getting back in the cockpit next season, and you taking part?
I will be next. Pardon me. I will be back next season. Yes. I think I'll probably have to do a time trial just the same as you, Mark.
Yeah.
So be interesting to see where I end up. Yeah, it's exciting, raring to go. Watching the guys in Pro Split 1 and especially the AM Split 2s, it's kind of like spurred us on, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
It's got the hunger back to watch these boys racing wheel to wheel. So yeah, season off for the pair of us has been really, really good. So the hunger's back, and yeah, we're going to be back next season.
Brilliant stuff. Well, the reason I mentioned that myself and Mark are coming back is there are a few people that watch this channel that don't actually take part, and I do get messages asking how they can get involved. So if you do want to get involved with the Ultimate Racing League, check us out on Facebook. It is just Ultimate Racing League URL. We do have a website, URL ultimateracingleague.com. We're on the other ones, Discord is it, and Insta, and we're on most places. If you can't find us on any of those, then just drop me and Mark a comment in the box below, and we can put you in touch with the admin guys and get you on track. So anybody that want to take part, get in touch, and we can hopefully next season we may even be commentating on you. So yeah, come and get involved. Anyway, onwards and upwards finally for this race, you say. I can hear you all shouting actually now. Get on with it. So we're going to get on with it, and let's get the normal camera screen up, which I like to use. And after the qualifying, then the usual 10 minutes of qualifying, we've got Brisbane in his usual parking space out there in front and in pole position, so ideally situated to go on and hopefully finish in the top 12. Well, we know he will because there's only 10 of them, and take the championship. Fitzy just behind him in second. Fantastic qualifying for Fitzy. Stormfly is up there in third. Motorstorm, Brisbane's, I say, closest rival at the minute, sitting back there in fourth. Scott is in fifth. He's picked the pace up as well these last few rounds, so Scott's starting to find his form. Enzo Jack in sixth, just behind him. Then we've got Victor in seventh. This is going to be a good course for Victor. We know he likes to burn through his tyres, so going to be interesting to see how he gets on. Panic at the Tesco is in eighth. Dyson is ninth, with Pericles in 10th. So there's your 10 drivers. Let's get this one underway, and we'll have a little bit of chat about the course and tyres, etc. So it is endurance. You can see 28 laps and all three tyre compounds to be used. Now there won't be any wet stuff falling here because we are in America. In fact, I think.
Boogity, 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 let's go racing! I was going to say let's go bowling because that's above the thing, isn't it? But we'd miss it, so
I do apologise. He promised he wouldn't do that, but there we go.
I couldn't help it.
And one day I'll get my map the right way up so I can see where we are. So as Brisbane takes us through turns 2, 3 and 4, climbs up the hill onto the flat, we will get a proper look at this course as we always do a little bit later on. But Brisbane is still out in front with Fitzy, Stormfly Stormfly and Motorstorm all following him through. Scott in 5th with Enzo, Jack and Victor just behind. So everybody just trying to get a bit of heat into the tyres as they go through the chicane for the first time. Panic at the Tesco in 8th with Dyson and Pericles just bringing up the rear. So everybody nicely, tightly bunched for this opening lap as they get a feel for the track. As they start on down the hill now at turn 6 towards turn 7. Now these last few corners have got some pretty weird names, Mark. We have the toe at turn 7, which is what we're just going around now.
That's toe now, yeah?
That's the toe. That leads us up the hill, past the penalty zone, which is the boot. Then we come up to the heel. You see there's a bit of a theme going on here.
Toe, boot, heel.
Yeah, so through the heel at turn 8, and then there's no corner names at all.
Oh, no corner names at all. Oh, okay.
It's
Toe,
8,
boot,
9,
heel,
9, 10.
else. Oh, okay, fair enough.
So around turn 9 then goes Brisbane. That's a bit of a tricky turn, that one, actually.
It is.
Very easy to throw the car out into the barrier on the right-hand side, isn't it?
There's a bump there, isn't there, Mark? So as you're turning into that apex, you've got to feather the throttle. Because it's so easy to describe it. There's a little bump in the road, so it unbalances the car if you've got your foot flat down, which is why we see so many times it's like people have the rear end kicking out and then they end up in the barrier, don't they? So,
yeah, it's probably the main place for spinning on this track. So if anybody ends up facing the wrong way, it's usually there at turn 9. But they're all pretty, they're behaving themselves pretty much as it is, as Fitzy and Stormfly. It looks like they're going side by side there, but not quite. Fitzy is on the inside as they come into this chicane. Again, another very tricky section. And this chicane, incidentally, hasn't got corner names either. It's just the inner and outer loop. But Fitzy doing an absolute fantastic job there on Stormfly.
Have they not got a name for that, Mark?
No, they don't have.
Is that
no,
it? Is that all we call it?
It's inner and outer loop. They don't even give it a number.
Oh, okay,
so shall we have a look at the tyres?
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one because there's quite a lot of different ones. So you've got the medium, softs and the hards all at play here. So I've got no idea who's coming in on what lap. So yeah, go down for it, Mark. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to call this one. But Brisbane then on the mediums with Fitzy, also on the mediums. Let's have a look. Stormfly, he's on the softs now. He really does need to try and get by Fitzy. Yeah. We've seen him have a bit of a look earlier on, but they're starting to wear already, and we're only at the end of lap 2. So Stormfly really does need to get a hurry up, doesn't he, and try and clear Fitzy. You can see him having a bit of a look at the inside, I think, just trying to let Fitzy know he's there. Then we've got Scott on the hards. Now then, Scott taking a bit of a gamble here and running the hard tyres early doors. So is Motorstorm, so we know what their plan's going to be then. Softs for the last stint.
Absolutely.
Victor also running the hard tyres. Dyson, Panic, Pericles, and poor old Enzo. Ooh, now then, what's happened to Enzo Jack?
That's what are we going to call that? What's that corner there? It's got no name.
Wow, that's a long way back. Sorry, go again.
No, is this through the bus stop?
Oh, it's the chicane.
He's gone in too deep there, hasn't he? If you go back a little bit.
Good job he ghosted as well, otherwise he'd have been properly T-boned. Oh, and another big old kiss with barrier just to seal the deal. Poor old Enzo.
For Enzo, mate. Well, I mean, the worst case scenario, he'll finish 10th, so hey, he's still good points. 10th is good points, but yeah, I think he's just gone in a little bit. He's got too much curb and it's thrown him out. And he's hit, at the exit to the bus stop, he's got on the grass there, hasn't he?
He's got on the grass and it's just pulled him through, hasn't it? Which is unfortunate. Big old gap now.
Far back, and he's on the mediums as well.
Yeah.
Hope he closes the gap a little bit.
Oh, and while we're watching that, we've had a change of lead, so looks like we're going to keep going backwards and forwards in this race as can't keep an eye on everything. So Brisbane then out in front as we go around the final turn at turn 11 onto the start finish straight, and what a fantastic exit Fitzy got. Gets himself alongside Brisbane and gets his nose in front into turn 1. Fantastic stuff from these two. So Brisbane's just not going to let it go, is he? Side by side, Stormfly's there as well. He doesn't know who to follow really to pick up the slipstream. Decides he's going to follow Fitzy. Brisbane, he's trying to go across the grass and take a shortcut, and that's cost him half a second penalty for Briz now, and it drops him down to third as Fitzy tries to defend his line going into the chicane. Sorry?
What do you reckon? Do you reckon they're going to go too wide?
Fitzy, hello, that. This is a call. I think Fitzy enjoys this track, and yeah, made that look very easy, didn't he? Stormfly still keeping the pressure on. Let's jump on board with Stormfly, shall we? As we follow Fitzy down towards the chute at turn 6.
He's not even finished the end of the third lap, and look at his tyres already. Yeah, he needs to get ahead of Fitzy, doesn't he? He needs to shoot off down the road.
Well, this is what we said, didn't we, on the last lap, at lap 2, they were running out, and he does need to clear Fitzy and just get a couple of laps out of them with clean air in front of him. He's got Brisbane still chasing. Brisbane's going to serve that penalty and just drop off a little bit. That's the power of these Lamborghinis. Look at the distance now being put between Stormfly and Brisbane as we come around turn 8 at the heel and then start the climb up towards turn 9, and this very tricky left-hander that we were talking about just a minute ago. Fitzy holding on to that inside line, just being very careful with the accelerator. Fantastic exit from Stormfly, as you would expect on the softer tyres. Couldn't quite get by Fitzy though. Fitzy made that Lamborghini as fat as he possibly could.
Interested to see where he's getting him on that back straight, because the ball power of these cars is quite impressive, isn't it? You don't want to say horsepower, ball power, because it's Lambo.
Full power, yeah, power.
Ball power.
Couldn't quite get it done there going into turn 1, but the pressure is on. Maybe Stormfly's just trying to sit there and preserve his fuel. Brisbane just seems to be dropping off the... Yeah, he just seems to be dropping off the pace a little bit. So no harm done really. He's not lost his position, but he has just dropped off to the back of these two. But he wants them to get into a bit of a scrap.
Oh, his angry lights are on now.
Is it going to get dark?
I'm not sure. Well, the lights have come on, so maybe it is going to get dark.
It's going to get.
You do know it's not going to rain here.
Definitely it won't rain.
No.
So let's just drop down and see what's happening elsewhere then. Motorstorm sitting in 4th still on the hard tyre, so he managed to get by Scott. Scott though just behind him, so not letting Motorstorm get too far away. Both running on the hard tyres, so a great job being done by Motorstorm and Scott. They just want to stay within touch of the leaders. I know there's a gap there, but if they can keep them in sight, it'll play right into their hands. We were talking about pit stops, weren't we, Mark? And
yeah,
I really don't know when to call this one, but looking at those tyres, is it Stormflies?
Yeah, it's
going to be lap 7.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even finished lap 4. He's coming up to do lap 4 now, isn't he? But I reckon, yeah, I think you're right. Stormfly at least, I reckon laps... I don't know, I'll probably even say lap 6 or lap 7.
Yeah, lap 6, I think so.
This track absolutely kills the softs, doesn't it? That's why most of the guys lead into last.
Talking of tyres being killed, this man Victor with half a second.
That, doesn't he?
Well, he's running on the hard tyres, so he should be able to go a little bit deeper into this race, but carrying that half a second just behind Scott. So, again, within touching distance of Scott, although that half second will drop him. Oh, now then. Dyson at the end of lap 5 has decided enough is enough with the hard tyres, and
what do you reckon? Place your bets.
I think he's going to do the softs.
You reckon you're going to? I'm going to say medium. So we're about a penny each, yeah.
Let's have a look. We'll follow him out the pits because this is a bit of a tricky one. Easy to pick up 3 seconds on the way in, and you can pick up 3 seconds on the way out as well, so you've got to be careful. Great livery on that car. I do love the livery on the back of that car, actually.
I'm going medium. It's got to be medium, surely. It's going to go hard, medium, soft, surely. Yay! I've won a penny, Mark. You owe me a penny.
Yeah, well done. It's in the post.
Thank you very much.
So Dyson then pulling the trigger first, then very early as well, actually, on lap 5. Looking at, whether he knows how bad the tyres are around here, I don't know, but he's coming very early and starts the chase after Enzo. So back up to the top then. Fitzy still out in front with Stormfly just sitting behind him. Now then, Stormfly is going to start feeling that now on those tyres. They are going to start to hurt. I said lap 7, he probably might not even make it to the end of lap 6.
I think the opportunity's gone now for Stormfly, to be honest, in my own opinion. I mean, he might still pass him. I mean, he's just set up purple sector. But that right, left, and rear left, they're really feeling the punishment now. So
he's struggling, isn't he?
He's going to struggle, so I reckon you're right. 6, 7, he's going to come in on that one.
Well, let's have a bit of a look down and see what's happening elsewhere. Pericles in 8th. He's having a bit of a lonely race at the minute. He can losing losing touch of the guys ahead of him, but he is on the hard tyres. Then we've got Enzo Jack, who had that spill in, was it lap 1 or lap 2? So he's still playing catch-up.
It was lap 1, but he is catching up to the back of Pericles, isn't he? So at least he's not going to be all by himself, you know.
No, he needs somebody to race with, doesn't he? He's still got the best livery or the best stickers on his car.
It's a great, slowpoke racing.
Absolutely. And we've got Dyson down there in 10th, having made the pit stop first of all. So it's either a stroke of genius or he's completely lost his marbles.
Well, he's not that far off the back of Enzo, is he? Let's be
not really. No, not. Well, you know, a few seconds there.
Yeah,
but
a little bit, but he's got fresher tyres than Enzo. Yeah, see, here we go. See,
he'll take it back at the pit stop, won't he? So Fitzy then, still out in front. So yeah, I think you're right. I think Stormfly had his chance, and it's gone now. And those tyres, look at the state of those on the left-hand side. Obviously, with it being a clockwise track, it is the left-hand side that takes the punishment. But these soft tyres, wow. Do you know what? I've got a feeling Stormfly might actually push it to the end of lap 7.
Really? You think he's going to make it go till they're completely red? Or just above the red?
I think it's going to be just above the red. I think he's going to stay out. I don't think he wants to lose touch of Fitzy too much. Let's have a look.
I mean, surprisingly, he's not... Look at that. Look at that rear left. That's worse than the front. He's obviously got his BB
there we go.
Rear.
There we go. He's staying out. He's decided he's going to stay out. So, yeah, he's maybe he's not feeling it as bad as what we think it is. I mean, I think this is an absolute pig to drive, and when your tyres are shot it like that, well,
fair play, go for it, son.
Yeah, it just shows the difference in the quality of driving between myself and Stormfly then, because I think I would have been facing backwards in a field by now. But there we go, Stormfly Jill in second, staying in touch with Fitzy and still clocking up purple sectors.
Does he know something we don't, because that's literally. Do you think there's going to be anything left of that tyre by the time he gets to the pit straight?
There won't be a lot. There won't be a lot left, will there?
Surely he's not going to go round. I reckon you called that right. Yeah, lap 7. Surely he can't. He's not going to do another lap on them because he's not going to have anything left.
No, he's going to have to come in, isn't he? There's not going to be anything left. Brisbane in third. He's on the medium tyres, just under half a tank of fuel. So looking good, Brisbane. He can just sit back and relax, really. He doesn't have to push. I know he'll want to go out on a high, but as long as he finishes the race, that's all he needs to do. So really, you know what? If I were Brisbane, I think I'd wind the window down. I'd get the old CD player going in the car, and I'd
why not?
Have a bit of a sing along with my arm out the window, waving to all the Julies in the crowd.
Yeah,
he is the champion.
It almost feels like watching the race last weekend in the Formula 1, where Lando only had to finish third to take the championship, and Brisbane's third. So.
Yeah, and Briz is doing exactly the same. Now, Motorstorm does seem to be getting a little bit closer, actually, on those hard tyres. So he's really putting in a good shift, isn't he? Now, the fastest lap is Fitzy with a 146.6. And Motorstorm with a 147.4. So he's only just about a second off of the pace between those two compound tyres. And as we said, though, Stormfly is into the pits then. Time to get rid of those soft tyres.
He had to come in, didn't he, Mark? If he would stayed out for another lap, it would have been absolute suicide.
Absolutely. So Panic goes through, Victor goes through, Scott goes through, so does Motorstorm. So Stormfly now fully fueled up and on his way out of the pits eventually. Where's Dyson? Dyson just coming around the final turn and across the start-finish line. So it's going to be close then. Dyson is not going to be far off the back of Stormfly.
He's out on the medium, so he's going soft, medium, hard.
He's going soft, medium, yeah.
That's quite a bold tactic, because it's getting darker. You know, as it gets darker, the track gets colder, doesn't it? So a lot of these drivers like to get the hards out of the way while the track surface is still quite hot, because it gets it's more grippy, as opposed to racing at night when the track's cold.
Well, I think Stormfly's just doing one of my tactics. It's if you haven't got any tactics, it's just start on the softer compound tyres, work your way through them up to the hards, because you know the hards are going to last longer. I think if you start on the hards, you've got to know exactly how many laps you're going to get out of the two softer compound tyres. At least doing it the other way round, it doesn't matter whether you know or not, you just run them until they die.
Yeah, that's true.
And put a fresh set on.
Practicing, when you go practicing and stuff like that, when we were doing the endurance races last season, you'd go out on the softs first and you'd see how many laps, and then you'd be like, okay, fine, these are only going to do 7 laps, so now I just need to kind of like divide the hards, the mediums, and leave enough for the softs for the last stint. So that's how I do it anyway.
Well, do you know what? I've done that myself, Mark, and I've got it all worked out. I think, right, the softs are only going to last me 5 laps, 6 laps, whatever it is. Then I've got out on track, got into a battle, destroyed them after 4 laps, and the tactics go completely out the window. So.
Well, see, you need to learn from that, Mark. You see.
Don't learn anything.
Endurance is very different, though, isn't it? As opposed to sprint racing, you just got to do your race. If you've got guys all behind you trying to pass you, just let them go, because you're still doing your race.
No, I don't learn anything. It's just next week, right? Start again. So, right, a bit of a change of order then, as let's just go back up to the top and start again, and then what we'll do is we'll jump on board with somebody and we'll do a lap. So Fitzy out in front, although he's going to be probably, is he going to come in at the end of this lap? The fuel light is on.
I reckon so.
He may squeeze one more out. No, I think he's going to have to come in, isn't he?
He's got a pretty decent gap back to Brisbane, so what's Brisbane's tyres like? What are they like? I
was thinking more of the fuel, actually. Brisbane can afford to do another couple of laps. Fitzy, though, has really been giving it the beans, and the fuel is about out on Fitzy's car. So I'm just going to stick with Fitzy just for a minute and make sure he gets into the pits okay, if he is coming into the pits. Now, you have to stay to the right-hand side and keep in that yellow line.
There he is. He's coming in. He's coming in. That's so
Brisbane,
tricky, that line.
Is going to stay out. So let's jump on board then, and let's do a lap with Brisbane. So across the start finish line we go, down towards turn 1 into the braking zone around about the 150 mark, off of the brakes, back on the power nice and early, using as much of that track as you can. Those big orange and yellow curves, you can really abuse that. And then we go up through turns 2, 3, and then turn 4, which takes us onto the back straight and down towards this chicane, the chicane with no name or numbers. It is just the inner loop as we are about to approach now, again into the braking zone. Dab of the brakes, down a gear and into the chicane, into the outer loop then, and turn 5, this long sweeping right-hander, proper tyre killer this one, as you push the car right out to the right hand side. Then we start down the hill to through the chute into turn 6. This left-hander still going down the hill. Brisbane there just giving the crowd a bit of a wave as he goes through. Still going downhill then towards turn 7 at the toe. Again, another tricky turn, this right-hander. You want to get on the power, but you've got to be careful because it will spin the car around again. Through the braking zone then, as we climb up through the boot towards turn 8, called the heel, a very tight right-hander. There's a lot of space out there on the left-hand side to drift into, and if you do, you will get a penalty. Then up to turn 9, the corner that we were talking about earlier, there's a little bump in the road. Again, another quick wave to the crowd there. Through turn 9 then goes Brisbane, into turn 10, another left-hander, before coming up to turn 11, the final turn of this track, and the entry into the pit lane. Back on the power, a bit of a scrape with the wall, and across the start finish line. So that was Brisbane taking us around the track. Thank you for that.
Great one, that one. It's history time, Mark.
Yes, go for it. I was wondering if we were going to get any history on this track.
We get history every week. So obviously we're at Glen Watkins, or Watkins Glen. I pronounce it Glen Watkins because it's easier. I can't be going Watkins Glen, so I'll just go Glen Watkins. So yeah, Glen Watkins, Watkins Glen, whichever way you want to pronounce it. In New York, so not New York, but the state of New York. If everybody didn't, maybe some knew that, some didn't, I don't know. But you do now.
I didn't know there was a difference.
Yeah, so you got New York, so you got New York the state. So the state's actually quite big, so you can actually, I do believe Niagara Falls is in New York State, on the border with Canada.
Wow.
So yeah, a bit of geography there for you. So history of this track. Okay, so this track, it's called the Watkins Glen International. It's got a rich racing history. Okay, so it's evolving from a 6.6 mile public road course in 1948 to what is now the permanent purpose-built track, which opened in 1956. Now, obviously, this track is famous for hosting the US Grand Prix from 1961 to 1980, and then becoming an IMSA and NASCAR staple, known for thrilling races, obviously, or iconic corners like, as you say, the boot. And
NASCAR, did you say?
Yeah, NASCAR, yeah. NASCAR staple, yeah. IMSA and NASCAR race
round here?
Yeah. I mean, there's not that many corners, is there? I'm sure NASCAR can.
Yeah, but they're corners. That's it.
I'm sure they do turn right eventually, I guess. But yeah. So obviously you got the iconic corners, like you said, like the boot and stuff like that. And then obviously there's a few tragic incidences that led to like safety changes, all while becoming a major cultural hub with massive events like the 1973 Summer Jam Rock Festival. Now, I mean, I'm too young to know that, but I'm sure some of the guys who
same here. I don't know what you're on about rock festivals.
No. Okay. So yeah, that's a little bit of history about the place. So yeah, so
it's older than I thought.
Yeah. So I mean, the fatalities in this. There's a spectator death, unfortunately, in 1952. But obviously, a lot of new safety features have been implemented into this track since then. But yeah, that's
started in 1948. I didn't realise it was that old. Fantastic stuff. Thank you once again.
You're welcome.
We educational as well as entertaining. So after all of that, and we did witness a few pit stops and an unfortunate 3-second penalty for Victor. Everybody in and done their first stop, I think, and Stormfly has come out on top. He's on the racing mediums and now takes up the lead of this race. He's followed very closely by Brisbane on the softs. Ooh. So we will expect to see Brisbane, I think, putting the pressure on Stormfly very shortly.
Can he do what Stormfly couldn't?
Get by and take the lead? Well, it's going to be interesting to see. So Fitzy has emerged in third. He's now on the hard tyres after his pit stop. Dyson has made his way through the field after that very early stop in lap 5. He's now up to P4, but those medium tyres, they're starting to show signs of wear.
Yeah,
however, Mark,
he's not got a lot of fuel though, has he?
No,
got less than a quarter of a tank.
Just about to say that. I think he's going to be forced in the fuel. He's going to push him in before the tyres. Now then, is Dyson going to do a 3-stopper? Will he actually make it with another full tank of fuel?
I don't know. Did we actually time how long the pit stop is here? It's 40
about a day and a half, I think.
About a day and a half. Oh, okay.
It's a long stop.
Is it a long stop? It doesn't look that long, does it, when you actually look at how short the pit is? But it'd be interesting to see when somebody else comes in to see actually how long the pit stop is here, because it's not exactly
it's another one of those. It's another one of those. It doesn't look that long, but the getting out of it just seems to take forever. But
okay. A bit like what do you call it? Bathurst. It takes forever.
Yeah. Just seems to take forever to get out. But there we go. Dyson in fourth, although he will have to stop again very shortly, which is going to allow Motorstorm and Scott to catch back up again. Scott sitting in sixth. Everybody spread out a little bit, aren't they? There's no real battles taking place. As Victor in seventh, Panic in eighth, Pericles in ninth, with Enzo Jack.
He's not made no headway at all, is he, again?
No, he's not enjoying himself here, is he? Although he's not that far off the pace. He's averaging about 147. Fastest lap is the 146. Sorry?
That's the problem. That's the problem up in the top split. You know, you're relying on guys in front of you to make a mistake, because they're all doing. I mean, they're all less than a second in terms of lap times with each other, aren't they? Really, just maybe like 1.2 seconds. That's not enough to close the gap. So he needs somebody to have an incident, unfortunately, in front of him to be able to catch up.
And that's the thing. You've hit the nail on the head there. An incident does cost you. An incident will cost you at this kind of level. Enzo Jack, though, really pushing there. Actually got himself up there on 3 wheels, cocked a rear leg, I think, there, as he went through the chicane and came on the outer loop there and got the back of the car, I think it was the back of the car, off the ground. So Enzo Jack is pushing. He does want to catch up, doesn't he?
Look at that, just mowed the lawn then.
Just
That's
kicking
how
up a
low
lot
these
of...
sit.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail. Right, so back up to the top then. Oh, as we've got Dyson pitting again, as we said he would, but Stormfly coming under a lot of pressure from Brisbane now as we go on board with Brisbane. Through turn 4 then, onto this back straight, down towards the chicane now, and Stormfly just trying to hug the middle of the track to try and make it as difficult as he can for Briz. Briz says, well, doesn't matter, I'll go around the outside then. Down to the brakes.
Look at that.
Oh, he's got it done, but Stormfly fighting back. Maybe a little bit of a bumper kiss there, just to, I think, a bit of appreciation there from Stormfly as Brisbane gets himself in front. Fantastic stuff from these guys.
Side by side. Side by side there, Mark.
We'll just go back, shall we, and have a look.
Almost
Why
side
not?
by side.
We
You
like
know, you
to.
got trusted drivers around you, didn't they? Only drivers that trusted side around each other that go side by side. Yeah, almost
Look
side
at
by
that,
side.
almost side by side. Some great stuff from these guys.
In that thing as well.
So Brisbane now taking over the lead of this race. Yes, again, he really does want to finish on a high, doesn't he? As Stormfly has to slot in behind him in second. So Brisbane on the softs, Stormfly on the mediums. So it is as we expect. Oh, dear me! Come back, come back, Brisbane.
Would he get a penalty for that? I don't know how. I don't think I've ever seen anyone go that wide on that corner.
No, and do you know what? He probably won't. It'd be interesting to know if he lifted as well. I got told a theory that if you do go off track, if you actually lift and don't touch the pedals, either of the pedals, you can get away with the penalties.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll learn that for next season.
Yeah, so if you do go off track, just lift, don't touch the brake, don't touch the accelerator until you roll yourself back onto the track, and you don't get a penalty.
Cheap mode.
It might be a cheap mode. I don't know how true it is. It's just something I got told, so don't quote me on it. If you know different, again, comments in the box below and let us know. So Brisbane then retaking the lead and trying to get a bit of a gap between himself and Stormfly before those tyres start to die now. We've seen that Stormfly managed to get to the end of lap 7 just on the soft tyres. Stormfly on the mediums now, but do you know what? The medium tyres looking more worn than the softs, so it could be a pit stop for both of them at the same time.
Maybe, but we know how well Brisbane looks after his tyres, though, don't we? So
and the fuel as well. You see, Briz has got a lot more fuel. Stormfly, yeah, I think he's going to be coming into the pits first. Fitzy in third. He's having a great race, isn't he? Fitzy, he's now on those hard tyres, and well, has been for the last couple of 3 laps, and managing to keep Motorstorm behind him. As Motorstorm, bit of a lonely race for him, this one. Not really got involved with anybody, has he? Just kept his head down and went about his business.
Yeah, he's just doing his own business, and not really any danger from Scott behind at the moment, is there? So he's got that kind of gap between the two, hasn't he?
Yeah, so he's
Scott. So
closest rival is Scott, and at the minute it's as it is in the league table, with Motorstorm actually holding second in the league championship, with Scott just behind him in third, and on track it's Motorstorm in P4 with Scott just behind him in P5, although there is a bit of a gap between the two of them, so we're probably talking, just looking in the background there, quite a few seconds actually.
Yeah, I can't see him. He's more or less closing in on Fitzy than
I think yeah, I don't think Scott's catching up to the back of Motorstorm, but Scott will still be pleased with 5th position points at this stage.
Every little helps, as they say.
Yeah, Victor in 6th, not really seen much of Victor. He did have a 3-second penalty coming out of the pit, so he'll be cussing and cursing. I don't want to make that mistake again.
Yeah, they are quite spaced out, aren't they? So you got Panic, you got Victor Panic, but then you've got Dyson and Pericles. No, sorry. Again, it makes it look like they're closer than they actually are. So it seems like a race that's quite spaced out at the moment.
If you look at if you're looking at the map at the top right, they do look a little bit closer than they are, but there's not. There is quite a decent gap. There you can just see Pericles in the background. So I would say Dyson's got 3 seconds. Do you think?
1, 2. Hang on. I don't Maybe,
it's
yeah,
a bit hard. I would say,
it's
yeah,
hard.
sort of
It doesn't
three,
tell
4
you on the
seconds gap.
screen, does it? That's the problem. It'd be
No.
nice for the boys to actually show you, instead of just having that blank time slot that they've got there.
Yeah,
It's
it'd be
almost,
nice.
it's
Yeah,
pointless, isn't it?
yeah.
It's like
Just
you've gone
put the
through the
time
effort
in
of,
there.
yeah, you've gone through the effort of putting the timing in there, but you can't be bothered to put the actual timing space between the cars. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
there's a
quite
gap
funny
there.
that, yeah. We'll put
So,
that in there anyway, but yeah, can't be bothered to actually tell you how far the car
well,
is in
look
front.
at this. I'm just sorry to interrupt them, Mark, but look at this. Enzo Jack now holds the fastest lap, a 45.6. So Enzo Jack really making up for that very early mistake. And
He is, but it's cost him on the tyres and the fuel.
got a little bit sideways, I think, there through the chicane. That won't do his tyres much good, but he's going to have to pit very shortly as well, I think, within the next couple of laps for fuel and tyres, really. So where are we on? We're on lap 16, so 12 to go.
Do you still get a point for fastest lap?
I believe you do, yeah. I think you get yes, I think you get a point for fastest lap.
Well, there you go. Every point helps.
It may even be 2 because it's double points, isn't it, for endurance?
Maybe. I think we'll probably have to have a look at the.
Yeah,
Have a look
I
at
might
the
have.
Euro rule book. I'm
I might have
sure. I
made
think
that up.
Yeah, I think you did. I think it's only the 1 point, Mark. You liar. Stop lying.
I think we should also give points out for best livery. And
yes. Should we go
also
down? Should we have a
also
look?
driver of the day. I think we should get a point for driver of the day as well.
You should. Yeah. I think driver of the day should be a good one.
In
Stormfly's
fact,
coming in. He's
do you
done.
know what?
That's it.
We're making an executive decision that neither of us are executives, but we're going to make this decision anyway, that next season there should be a point for best livery as voted by the commentator of that particular league, and a point for driver of the day as voted for by our secret voters.
Could you just imagine that, if you get a point for best livery?
Yeah.
How much time the guys would actually spend on their livery?
Yeah.
Make it like the best that they can.
Yeah, and obviously,
myself.
if you put Slowpoke Racing all over it, then you're bound to win.
He's coming in, Mark.
So there we go. So Brisbane is going to stay out. I'm pretty sure he's going to stay out. Stormfly's got to come in because he's not going to get another lap out of that fuel tank. So Brisbane will be allowed to carry on his merry way and open up an even bigger gap. He's definitely not coming in, otherwise he's going to get 3 seconds. No, Briz carries on. Stormfly will come into the pits, being very careful not to cross that yellow line, and in he goes very safely. Where's Fitzy? Fitzy, he's going to stay out, I'm sure.
I thought he was about to go in then, Mark, and you know where he crossed that line, I was thinking, oh no,
Oh no, he's got penalty.
Yeah.
No, he's still got plenty of tyre and fuel left, but he is coming under attack from Motorstorm now. As they go into turn 1, Motorstorm on the medium tyres is really going to put Fitzy under a lot of pressure now as they come through turns 2 and 3 and start the climb up towards the back straight and into that chicane. So if Motorstorm wants to get it done, he's going to have to plan an attack now. Try and get it done before they get to the chicane is what he would like to do.
I don't think he's going to do it. He's too big now. He's not close enough. He's going to have to sit behind Fitzy.
He's just going to have to follow him around again. I'm just trying to think when the next overtaking point is, unless Fitzy makes a mistake. But if he doesn't, the Motorstorm, he's going to have to go the long way round or do something just a little bit risky.
Yeah, what's this bit here? Is this the knee or the boot or the
This is
foot?
the down through the chute, this one, at turn 6, and then they're going to come down towards the toe. Now, you can get a move done here if you can get to the inside early enough, but Motorstorm's not going to get that done. The only other opportunity, I think, really is here, as they come up towards turn 8. So Motorstorm really does need to get himself on the inside here before they get to turn 8.
Oh, he's going to go. He can't bump draft, so he's going to have to pull out. He's done it. He's done
there
it.
We go. Yeah, as we say, get to turn. He's got to get on the inside at turn 8.
The knee, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what that is. It's
the heel.
Turn 8, is it, Mark? The heel. Is that the heel?
The heel at turn 8.
This has no turn at all.
Then through turn 9. No name that I can find anyway. Then into turn 10, and Motorstorm can now concentrate on trying to open that gap out and use that softer compound tyres. In the meanwhile, we have the race leader has decided to come into the pits for his final stop then. So Brisbane in. Motorstorm is going to carry on. He crosses the line, and now Motorstorm is the new leader of this race. I'm just looking at the fuel going into Brisbane's car. Excuse me. Fitzy goes through, Scott goes through into third, Victor moves up into fourth, so Brisbane now fully fueled up, and he's going to make his way out of the pits, albeit very slowly. Panic at the Tesco has gone through as well, so Brisbane, it looks like he's...
How long is this?
Where's Stormfly?
Do you reckon? He's come through now. Oh.
So Brisbane on the hard tyres. Oh, be very careful, careful.
40... 50...
52 seconds, something like that.
52 seconds to come out of that. So, I'm just going to go back to that. So, you know the naming of the corners. So, there's only 3 corners that have got names. That's it. Is that right?
Well, we've got we've got the chute, we've got the toe, we've got the boot, we've got the heel, and then you've got your inner and outer loop. And,
so there's only 4 corners with names, and the rest of them are just basically inner, outer, and then numbers.
And then
numbers.
Like
they sent somebody around there going, right, we're going to call this heel, this boot, this is the toe. Do you know what that'll do? And then the rest of it is just 10, 8,
what they've done is they started at the outer loop, and by the time they got round to the heel, they just said, you know what, I can't be bothered anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
The pub's open.
Yeah, that'd do.
So off they went. So let's go up to the top and see what's happening then. So Motorstorm, our leader, on the medium tyres, just dipped under quarter of a tank of fuel. So probably about another 2 laps for Motorstorm then. Fitzy's going to have to come in now. He's got no fuel left. So he's coming in for his final stop of the race. With...
You can even see anything.
What's this?
8
laps to go?
Yeah, 8 laps to go. The guys where they race with the yellow headlamps, you think they can even see anything? It's like a very French thing, isn't it?
It's very. I don't like the yellow ones. You can't see a lot, can you? But the lights they are on, aren't they? So.
They are.
Do you know what? Is there anybody coming in to put soft tyres on? Because we saw that the soft tyres only lasted 7 laps on Stormfly's car. So if anybody is getting soft tyres for the last stint,
that'd be
then
Fitzy. Fitzy will be out on the soft, so he'll be doing 7 laps effectively, won't he? Because he came in at the end of lap 20.
Well, he needs to do 8.
Lap 21 now.
Just about to start lap 21, so Fitzy's going to have to try and get 8 laps out of those soft tyres.
Well, I mean, there won't be anything left.
There won't be, unless he really looks after them. But if he really looks after them, he's going to compromise his race a little bit, because he's going to have to take his time. He's going to have to.
The sun's gone down though. The sun's gone down. So
the track will be a little bit cooler, but I still don't think that's going to help as much. I think he's just going to have to take his time, avoid the curbs as he goes flying across the inner and outer loop. But Fitzy in 8th though, so once everybody else comes into the pits, he should start to move through the pack. Pericles is he's made his final pit stop and is making his way out of the pit. Again, stay within those yellow lines, do not cross them. Pericles out nice and safe. He's on the soft tyres as well.
It is so easy to go over that line, isn't it? Especially here.
It's terrible. Again, I think they ought to just switch it off. 3 seconds is... 3 seconds is...
You know what they said? After asking them to get switched it off, but, you just get the guys that go, well, learn how to stay within the lines then.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It happens to the best of it. But anyway, that's a debate for another day.
It is.
Or next race, whichever we feel we should do. So Motorstorm then is going to be coming in at the end of this lap. He's just started lap 21. Now then, is Motorstorm is he going to go onto the soft tyres as well?
I believe Motorstorm started on the hards.
I think he did, didn't he? Yes, he did. So
because the only guy that started on the softs at the beginning was Stormfly.
That's right. So Motorstorm will be on the softs, and he's doing it right now. So he's going to come in at the end of lap 21 or the start of lap 22. So he should be okay tyre wise. Scott in second. Probably another 2 laps, and then he's going to have to come in. Panic at the Tesco, he's moved up into third, but will be making a pit stop very shortly. Brisbane, who's made all of his stops, unless he decides to come in just to do one for fun, he's out now in 4th. So as the guys ahead of him stop, Brisbane should move up back into the lead of this race, or at least second.
I don't know. Well, he'll stay on the hards, won't he? He'll come in and change to the softs.
He'll stay on the hard now all the way to the end of the race, won't he? It's why waste a minute in the pits? You may as well just spend sort of an extra 15 seconds on your lap than waste another minute in the pits, I think.
You reckon it's going to go dark? You reckon it'll be dark by the
It
time
is
these
starting to
guys
get very
finish?
dark, isn't it? The sun is definitely
Dusk.
setting.
Is it dawn? No, it's dusk, isn't it? Dawn's in the morning, dusk is in the evening, isn't it? Dawn
Is
and
it?
dusk.
Of course it is, yeah. Yeah,
Dawn and dusk.
Dawn gets up early,
Dusk is
apparently.
whatever.
So Dyson then in 5th. Now remember, he made a very early stop, didn't he? And I did question whether he would make it to the end doing a 2-stop.
Has he already been on? He's been on the what? He started on the hards, didn't he?
He has.
Went on to the softs.
Very early. Very early.
I think he's gonna. He's gonna have to stop again.
He's going to have to do 3 stops. Oh, look at this behind. Sorry to interrupt, Mark, but look at the battle we've got now going on between Stormfly and Fitzy. They've started again. This is just how they were at the beginning of the race for the first few laps, wasn't it? It was Stormfly, Fitzy and Brisbane having a fight. Stormfly now having another go at Fitzy. Fitzy just holding on to P6. Stormfly on the hards and Fitzy on the softs. So you would expect as well, they're fairly new softs, to Fitzy open up a bit of a gap. But again, in the back of his mind, I think he don't want to punish those tyres too much, because I think this is going to play into Stormfly's hands, actually. I think Stormfly can put the pressure on Fitzy, because Stormfly knows those tyres are only going to last him about 7 laps.
Yeah,
so
if Fitzy can clear Dyson, he's got a bit of a breathing space, hasn't he?
He needs that breathing space, because Fitzy came out with 8 laps to go on the soft tyres. So Stormfly needs to get a little bit closer and keep that pressure on. Fitzy on the other hand is thinking, I just need to get away from him, but doesn't want to go through them tyres very quickly. So he's in a bit of a funny position now. Does he just sit behind Dyson, get the free toe, try and save a bit of fuel and maybe ease up on the tyres a bit? Or does he try and get by Dyson?
I think he's going to want to try and get past Dyson as quickly as he can. So
he needs to.
Stormfly's got a half-second penalty, so that's going to play into Fitzy's hands. He might be able to see that in the rearview mirror thinking, oh, Dyson's coming in now anyway.
Fitzy's going to have a big smile on his face, isn't he, seeing that big yellow, that big red box above Stormfly's car. So in then to the pit. So Brisbane out in front. Motorstorm, having made his final stop, is now out on the soft tyres, so this is going to be interesting. The chase is on between Motorstorm and Brisbane. Motorstorm currently sitting second in the league table, with Brisbane topping it, and Motorstorm is chasing after Brisbane. He would dearly love to win this one, wouldn't he, Motorstorm? And we can see Brisbane up ahead as well.
But didn't you say that basically all Brisbane has to do is just basically...
He's just got to finish. But I think Motorstorm wants to spoil the party just a little bit by getting the win.
Why not? Look at that. It's funny, the old Lambo view, there's not a lot to see out of this car, is there?
Not really. Nice flick of the old flames as he goes through the gears.
We like that. We like the old flame shooting.
Let's see if we can see the old flame flicker this time. No, because we've got the rev counter and everything in the way, but there we go. So Motorstorm, he's going to, he is going to catch up with Brisbane, I think, and you can see he's already gone purple and on for the fastest lap.
I think he will. Do you think the guys will miss this car, Mark? When it's all over and done with?
No, I think I've heard they're going to have a mass burning. They're going to take them all to a field and set fire to the damn things. That's where mine was. No, I don't know. I think some of them have actually grown to like it.
Yeah. Well, that's the joys of URL, isn't it, Mark? Try something new, something out your comfort zone. And some of the guys will absolutely love it. Some didn't love it at the beginning, but now they do. I mean, it just takes a couple of races, doesn't it, to get used to the car.
I think if you put the effort in and you put the practice in, you're going to get used to it. And these guys certainly have mastered it. Well, they needed to, didn't they? They needed to master it very early, but
absolutely. But it's a great looking car. You can't take it away from it.
No, absolutely. I mean, would I have one in real life? Yes, of course I would. Would I get it? Would I be able to get in one? Probably not.
I struggled to get in one. I remember I didn't get in the. This is the Huracan, isn't it? So what was it? The predecessor, the Gallardo.
The Gallardo order.
Yeah, I remember getting into one of them, Mark, and to be honest with you, it was like getting into a go-kart. That's how
Yeah.
small they are.
Yeah.
And typical Italian design, the pedals are so close to each other as well. I literally, when I took it out for a spin, I literally had to open the driver's door to let a bit of light in and to actually have a look down in the footwell to see where the
Just so you
brake
could see what you're
pedal
doing.
is.
So you
I
didn't
was
buy
just
that one then?
No, I didn't buy that one, no.
No.
They're lovely looking cars, great looking cars, but very, very cramped. You need to be really small to be in one of these things.
I did think about buying one, then just went for the van instead.
Yeah, same as, yeah. Who needs a
So
Lambo?
back to the away from our fantasy world and back to the real one, and Motorstorm is gaining on Brisbane. So with just coming up to 4 laps left, and Motorstorm, it's not going to take long, is it? I think for Motorstorm to catch and get by Brisbane. Fitzy's still in third. We'll come back up to those two in a second. Scott is in fourth. Stormfly is fifth. Then we've got Victor in sixth. Panic is in 7th, Dyson 8th, Pericles 9th with Enzo in 10th. So the race really is on now for the win of this race, although Brisbane has got the league sewn up.
He has, but also, I noticed before you scrolled away, Scott's catching Fitzy.
He does seem to be getting closer, doesn't he?
He is, yeah, he is catching him, and he's got fresher softs than Fitzy. I reckon you're going to have, 1, 2, and 3 and 4 here.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I did think that Fitzy was going to struggle to get to the end of this race, and looking at those tyres on the left-hand side, he may well have to come in and get a change of tyre. He's.
I think he's going to go.
Yeah, I just think he came in too early to get onto the soft tyres. Up at the top though, look at this, what we've got going on here is Motorstorm has a good old sniff of the rear end of Brisbane's car. He's having a look to the left. Brisbane decides he's going to defend turn 7, and Motorstorm just backing out of that one sensibly, do you think?
Where are we going to? The heel, the toe, or the knee? What's this corner here?
This one's the elbow. Oh, the heel.
The
this
elbow.
is the heel at turn 8.
Oh, it's the heel. Okay.
Side by side.
Round the outside. Done it. Round the outside. Wow.
Into turn 9, and Motorstorm gets the job done. Although Brisbane fighting back now. Motorstorm on those soft tyres should have the advantage, at least for the next lap and a half.
But now Brisbane's the chaser, so he'll follow Motorstorm's lines, won't he? He'll know where he brakes, he'll know where he turns. He might do it. I don't know. Maybe
I think he's probably studied him anyway, but I think Motorstorm, like I say, about another lap and a half and his tyres will start to hurt, so he needs to get a bit of a gap, which I never thought I'd ever hear myself saying that, somebody getting a gap away from Brisbane. So
3 car lengths.
just shows how good Motorstorm is, doesn't it?
Yeah, he is a good racer. I raced him before in the lower leagues. He's a very, very fast young man.
But to actually overtake Brisbane and then start a gap as well. So this is the battle again for a podium finish. So at the minute we've got Motorstorm and Brisbane on the top 2 steps of the podium. Fitzy holding on to that 3rd place, but those tyres now, look at the rear left, it is about ready to blow on him. Scott on also a fresher set of soft tyres can really start to put the pressure on. Sorry?
It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. He's got way fresher tyres. Oh, he's gone past them already.
There we go. As we come down towards turn 7, job done. Fitzy couldn't really fight that one, could he? He couldn't afford to fight that one. So he's had to concede that corner. Let Scott have it. So Scott now moves up into P3 and gets himself on the podium. And looking forward to a glass of champagne unless he does something wrong. But Fitzy is coming back at him. He's decided to have another go at it, but Fitzy, you've got another 2 laps to go. Well, you've got to finish this one first. So 2 1/3 laps to go, and that rear left isn't going to last. I think Fitzy's going to have to make another stop.
I think he's going to go to the end, Mark. I don't think he's going to pit.
I don't think he'll make it. Well,
no,
he's certainly not.
I mean, what's the physics on this? So even if he's only got 1 tyre that's got no tread on it, but he's still got 3 other tyres that have got tread. So surely
you can't run a complete red tyre for more than 1 lap.
Oh, of course. Yes. Well, maybe he might back off a little bit.
Now then,
as you can see
yeah.
now.
Now, if Fitzy can cross the line to start his final lap with just a little bit of white left on that rear tyre, he'll be okay. If he gets to the line, well, actually, I don't know now. We'll have to check the rules, because even if it goes red,
I think you are right. Does it apply to just one tyre though, Mark?
I think it does apply to even one tyre, but I'm just trying to work out how that, if it goes red, can he finish, has he got to pit at the end of that lap it's gone red on, or can he do one full lap afterwards?
This is going to be close, because he's through the tight technical section at the moment, isn't it? And these are all coming up like right-handers.
Well, I'm just thinking Fitz's tyre is going to be red, I think, before he gets to the line. But does that mean he can do one full lap on red tyres?
Yes, you are correct. Yeah, you can only do one lap. I don't know. I need to find a rule book.
Yeah.
I haven't got it to hand. Maybe we can ask admin if we can send us out a handbook, Mark, so we can read through the rules.
Yeah.
And figure it out. But Fishy, I think you're right. Fishy's going to cross the line with one bald. Oh no. Maybe.
Yeah, he will. We've got another 2 corners to go, so that rear left is looking a bit sorry for itself. But in a minute, Motorstorm out in front from Brisbane in second. Scott is third. Fitzy, who we're watching now, as we're watching his tyres totally disintegrate, who is definitely not going to come in. And there we go. There we go. That is the problem.
There you go. Right,
don't come in now, Fitzy. You'll get 3 seconds. You might as well stay. Oh, he's in.
Oh no. Okay.
He's coming in. What a shame.
Trouble.
What a shame. Good entertainment. The crowd absolutely loved it. And
great entertainment, but he didn't have a choice though, Mark, did he?
He didn't.
He was never. He would have finished stone dead last.
Damage at the back as well. What a shame. What a shame.
It's a shame. That's
Fitzy in. So we're just going to go and have a look at the top as they start their final lap, and Motorstorm has got himself in front of Brisbane, and quite a decent gap as well. So Motorstorm looks like he's got this race at least in the bag. Brisbane in second. He'll be happy with that.
He will be happy. Motorstorm, don't do a Fitzy. Yeah, let's hope.
Absolutely not.
Don't
Brisbane,
do that on the last corner. That'd be heartbreaking.
Well, it will be, but he won't do that. Brisbane's got to just keep an eye on the field. No real rush for him, though. Scott, he's just too far behind him. But Scott, he'll be happy with a podium finish anyway. Nice sip of champagne for Scott, coming in third. Then we've got Stormfly in fourth. He had a good opening to this race, didn't he?
He did.
But
he suffered by not being able to get past, didn't he?
Yeah.
Opened up a gap. So
and the pit stops didn't help him. So back up to, let's have a look, where is he? As he comes up to the final couple of turns, and around turn 10 goes Motorstorm. Fantastic racing for him. Just kept his head down, got on with his own race, and emerges the victor. So well done to Motorstorm, but the big celebrations has got to go to Brisbane on winning the championship with one race left. Scott in third. Excuse me.
Crack open that champagne.
Yeah, well done to Brisbane. We've got to give it to him. He's been consistent all season, so brilliant stuff from him. Stormfly is going to cross the line in fourth. Good race from Stormfly. Panic at the Tesco.
Yeah. We haven't seen much of Panic this evening, have we? But he's just kept his head down, so fair play, congratulations. Yep, fifth.
Finishing fifth, so well done to him. Some decent points on the board for him. Victor.
Oh, he's done a Fitzy.
What's happened to...
He had... We know how he likes to run virtually no tyres.
He does like to munch through his tyres, does Victor.
He's done it. He did it Bathurst as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
On the last corner. He likes basically, who needs tyres?
Who needs tyres?
Who needs them? Oh, that's a shame. Last corner, it's almost like a carbon copy of Fitzy, ready? As he comes round here.
There we go.
That's a exactly.
Just couldn't drift it as much as Fitzy. Fitzy. Fitzy says thank you very much. And
thank you. Oh, do you know what? I feel a bit sorry for Victor. If he, last corner there, it's a case of like, just lift off and just go around really slowly.
Yeah. But Fitzy got 6, Dyson got 7, Victor will cross the line in 8th. Pericles will finish in 9th with Enzo Jack, who really hasn't enjoyed his trip to America, has he?
No, he lap 1 or lap 2 incidents that was race done for Enzo, and as we saw in previous races, where unfortunately Enzo had a bit of a mishap, it's this group mark, isn't it? You know, if you make a mistake and you're that far back, you're very going to be very unlucky to even try and
Yeah,
catch up.
one
And
mistake.
I was supposed to say, like, you know, like Pericles as well. He, what can I say? Where's his teammate tonight?
Oh yeah, Sturpan. Yeah, Sturpan was
Yeah,
missing tonight. Well, actually, having said that, there was quite a few. We did 10 on grid, so there was apart from the retirees,
I think
there's at
I
least
think
another 3 missing. So
I think they've all gone off on their Christmas jollies, Mark. What do you
I
think?
think that's exactly what it is. They're all down the Christmas market sipping mulled wine and eating mince pies, which
Absolutely.
is
They need to.
exactly what we should be doing.
Well,
But
yes. I mean, I've come over here to Watkins Glen, Watkins Glen. I've literally just come back from a trip from France. Parlez-vous français? Eh?
you
Merci?
have,
Yeah? Oui? Oui?
um,
Yes. Croissants and
yeah,
everything.
obviously.
I'm
I don't
sipping
speak
French
French.
beer now.
I'm not.
I'm sip.
I don't speak French.
I love French. I love the French. I do. I
Well,
do.
we're not going anywhere. We are going to stick around because we're going
We
to do
are.
the AM2, guys. So if you want to watch that, then we will be back in about 5 minutes once we've got the race and everything set up. So we're going
There
to
we go.
carry on with that here at Watkins. Huge congratulations to Brisbane. Thoroughly
Yes.
deserved, been consistent throughout the season, and what a season as well. We will reflect on it next week, but yeah, massive congratulations to Brisbane. Well done to Motorstorm on the win on the night. And yeah, we will be back next week for the final race of this fantastic Sunday season. So for now, it's just for me to say thank you once again to Mark for joining me.
Pleasure. Pleasure as always.
And we shall catch you all very shortly for the AM2, guys.
Can't wait for that.
Cheers,
Can't wait
everybody.
for this one. Bye. Bye, guys.